Beef, what?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the pool house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man is
To me, it's
wearing
funny.
a
He's a YouTuber. He wears a
boy
Dr. Doom mask to interview Tommy.
in all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face? I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No, what?
Especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time, screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume drawing. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh God, I see what you did there. You said I like saggy melons.
Oh, there you go.
But like, it just
Hard at work.
This
is hard at work.
Messed up
Where's
now.
your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I'm caught. I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh wow.
I'm at work. You see,
I'm gonna
I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
the night. You
Get ready
decided
for
to go
the.
live now while I'm
get-
trying to get my job
There's a
done.
reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you already get canceled. You already know. I'm not the one.
I already hold. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen. I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
No,
this. You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network, and she's stalking.
Doing a text at work, get right, because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what the
multitasking.
You know what the reality is. She was texting, watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God. All right. Restart the stream. Restart. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, Grace and 7 viewers. Hey, Brian. Hey, Aaron. You guys looking great tonight.
Thank you.
I'm a
thank you,
schlub.
sir.
I'm a schlub. It's hard waking up Basil, my older dog. After you called me, Brian, I was like, "Let's go outside, buddy," and he's like, in his kennel. I shook his kennel, and he still didn't wake up. He's like getting those old dog sleeps where he's like, it takes like an earthquake to wake him up, just like me. We're two old men in this house. We're actually, Basil, we're the only 2 men in this house. The ladies have, the ladies roll. They wear the pants. We're just sleeping away. And he just laid his head down after I said that. I hope everyone's having a great night. We got some movie topics. Madman's back in town. And I'm not that mad. I got it off my chest with Little Mermaid earlier. It's more like disappointment and people.
Why would you be disappointed when you saw this coming from a mile away?
Yeah, no, just that people. No, just that everyone's become. I guess the age of social media, everyone's become so superficial.
I know.
Yeah,
I saw this coming
stupid.
I saw this coming a mile away from when she was cast as a mermaid. Like that was like what 2 or 3 years ago.
I rewatched the trailer after, and her singing is great. I watched them like, why are people so No one had any actual criticisms about
who is this Poindexter Lounge guy?
You're new. I know. I don't know any.
I don't know who the hell he is.
I haven't seen any Poindexter Lounge on the internet in a while.
I mean, what the heck?
Do you want to come on the show?
Yeah.
Do you want to come on?
Would you like to talk?
You want to come on the show? You want to come on? Do you want to come on then? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on? If anyone wants to come on, do you want to come on? I wish I would have got the quarter pounder on that day.
That would have been good.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony.
Damn,
Anthony,
man.
are you feeling better? I mean, Anthony used to be on all the streams.
Yeah.
Anthony, get your ass on here tonight. I'm tired of missing out on Anthony Beltry. I'm tired of it. We need Anthony on the stream. Everyone in the chat, say, come on, Anthony. All you 12 viewers.
15 now.
All you 15 viewers. Tell Anthony that he's got to get his ass on here and call everything woke. That's not all Anthony does either. He's, that's just a joke. We hope you feel you're better, Anthony. Enosh says he's never been on the internet before. You've been on TikTok and Instagram, though. I go on Instagram. I get my notifications.
I like this TikTok.
You're doing your job with the bully sticks. I love those little clips with the dogs. He's waiting for me. I'm sorry. Fuck it. Sorry, Anthony. Never mind. Stay away. No, it's kidding.
Stay away.
Oh, now he's conducting business. Here we go.
Hey, conducting your personal stuff in private.
Oh, come on, Enosh. Protoss X. Hey, H. Bartz. Tony Robinson. I see Black Adam, Bale, Amsterdam. I will watch. Okay. Well, let's get to the main topic. It is about, what is the main topic? No, I'm just kidding. It's about Werewolf by Night and the Blade update. And I asked the question, did Marvel mess up again? Because Marvel used to be the go-to company for, their universe and introducing characters. And this project, first off, what did you think of did you see the Werewolf by Night trailer?
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that they're going for something different. Every time I see a trailer and I'm like, it's not what I was expecting. It's got a different vibe than I was expecting. I watch the product and I'm happy, and it does keep things fresh. It does keep things fresh. Black and white, horror
comedy.
Well, that's another topic we're going to discuss too. So let me find
Marvel.
Let me find the article here. Oh, did I already? What the hell? I closed the article by accident. Where is it? God damn it! Hold on a second. I did close it by accident. Okay, I found the article again. And then we got to react to a video.
Come on, we need more people. Let's get over 20 people.
Come on, smash the like button here.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Well, I got to talk about Jeremy again. Come on.
Yeah,
that was a fun video.
You want me to have an avatar of Brie Larson when I get people on?
Then we have less viewers. God damn it. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's the article. It says Marvel's Blade fans receive disappointing update. Now, the new Marvel strategy maybe try to throw us off too. Who knows? But Marvel Blade's fans received disappointing update on MCU future. So what if I pre-read some of this? Is there was a lot of plan. There was a big plan for the first on-screen introduction for Mahershala Ali's Blade to be in Werewolf by Night. That was the consistent rumor, and unfortunately, it seems like it didn't happen because of scheduling conflicts. But this has happened more. This has been happening more recently with the Marvel films. Now, I don't think the Marvel films have been garbage or anything, but some of these cameos keep falling through recently, where they didn't in the past. And this would have been a great introduction Are you disappointed to hear this news, Brian and Aaron, that we could have had Blade appear in this Werewolf by Night special, but they just couldn't make it happen, scheduling conflicts? I think that would be a great introduction.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I just try to keep as open a mind as humanly possible. That way I can enjoy it.
It depends if the thing's gonna have vampires in it, or I don't, because there is Monster Hunter.
Well, it's horror vibe. I also would have really relished the opportunity to see Blade in black and white first.
I'm curious in the Blade movie.
This 5.
I'm curious if we're gonna have the Black Knight in the Blade movie because of Blade, because of the internals. The after credits scene with Kit Harington's character.
We better see my boy Jon Snow.
Voice.
We better see my boy Jon Snow.
Yeah, Jon Snow. Basically, remember the voice? Are you sure Are you sure about this? You know, because we know that's Blade, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's gonna be. I wonder if they're saving something for the Blade movie instead.
Mm-hmm.
Making a maybe they appear in the Blade movie, not in this movie.
Yeah.
At the end, after credits scene.
And I'm also interested because I want these.
I mean, it hasn't filmed yet.
My expectations are high for these Marvel holiday specials. Like, I'm excited that we're getting live action specials for both Halloween and Christmas. Halloween with Werewolf by Night and Christmas with the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. So oh wow, Anthony's here.
Oh my God.
Dragged him on. Woo, Anthony.
Oh, it's Dr. Fate Avatar. Nice.
Peer pressure,
What's up, everybody?
Dude.
Oh wow, we missed you.
About on time. So hello.
It's all right. Welcome back.
When we missed you, brother, we're like, "Where's Anthony?" And you're ready for Dr. Fate and Black Adam.
Yeah, for Dr. Fate. I hope The Rock doesn't disappoint me like he always does.
Oh, never mind. Get off the stream, Anthony. You sound like Matt Jarbo.
He's not wrong.
Kidding.
I mean, Matt is right. I mean, he's right about The Rock. I mean, hope he does good in the movie, though.
The last trailer was a lot of fun, though. Did everyone enjoy the last Black Adam trailer?
Yeah.
With
It was
JSA?
decent, but they don't explain why we only shot. They only showed the villain 2 times in that trailer. Like, I wish it was more. But,
Yeah. Well, I want him to stay fresh. I don't want him to show him too much. This Poindexter Lounge says, "Well, as a fat substitute teacher, I don't like scary." What does that have to be doing with fat?
That's funny.
Sometimes fat people can really book it in these horror movies. I don't know what that has to do with being, and I'm not saying you are. Meh at best. Look at all this bland Adam. Wow.
Like, if you look, we got the X-Men ripoff, Dimension, which, come on, it's literally a ripoff of the X-Men.
It is.
And then you have the Iron Man shot, like okay, we've seen that. And this, what Matt says, pretty much a 2000 Fox movie that was made in the 2000s. That's what
I like the 2000 Fox movies.
They're great. The X-Men is a great. X-Men 1 and 2 is great. And Spider-Man.
Well, let's see what this article says. Anyone here, Scoop Mason Blade? I can't prove this, but was originally set to debut in Halloween special, but was cut due to scheduling conflicts. Monster Hunter goes to a monster house. Makes sense. Love that. It's not happening apparently. I would love them for Marvel to be throwing everyone off, and it actually does happen.
I bet you.
Whoa, what's that game? I'm suddenly interested for some reason. I don't know why.
I bet you.
Oh no! HBO Max expected to kill 2 ongoing. No, I still gotta finish Titans.
I bet you the Blade will have, like, Blade hasn't filmed yet, but I bet you Blade will have like a massive after credit scene setting up Midnight Suns. Maybe they'll have Werewolf and Elsa Bloodstone as in that film. Maybe they'll.
I remember back in the day, Aaron was like, "What about Elsa Bloodstone?" Back in the early days of MME Live, he's like, if they bring in Elsa Bloodstone, it's going to be great. And then she doesn't look as exciting in the trailer yet. She doesn't.
She doesn't have it. Like, she doesn't have her outfit, obviously. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She's got a fan following. She's got,
I mean, when I didn't read much for comics, but when I fell in love with her is her in the
fell in love with her.
Lines. Yeah, I mean, like as a character, I didn't really fall.
I mean, I've seen the character designs. I understand, Aaron. I understand.
No, but her personality and when I first really got introduced her, was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 for the Switch, when she introduced herself and like and her personality and stuff, I'm like, yeah, this woman's fun and stuff. This woman she's
yeah. I'm up for the character.
I think Blade is going to show up.
We got 30 viewers and only 3 thumbs up. Come on, everyone.
They might show up in the Blade movie.
Get those thumbs up. No, I don't know. Get those thumbs right up there. Thumbs them up. Now we got 29. People have been forgetting about the members mailbag. I think because I haven't been doing it at the start of the show. So yes, members mailbag is a benefit. So let's get. We have 4 questions tonight. And no CJH. Where's CJH? Uh-oh.
He went back to school, didn't he?
I think he's at school, yeah.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
Schedule's different.
No excuse. MME takes precedence over work.
Yes, it does.
School, girlfriends, your families.
Damn.
You know.
Your team would be for life.
Come here and give me a thumbs up live. Lounge. Give it to me live. Lounge. All right. Let's get to the mailbag, and then we're going to react to the camper for a few minutes.
Oh.
No, not what you think. Not what you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I honestly, his D23 video, I actually agree with him. That is sloppy. You don't do that to people. You don't give them bad info. But then he jumped the shark though. Like if he sent his team and they gave him instructions and he followed the instructions and there was no chance of him getting into the actual event, that is bullshit. That is bullshit.
I think they didn't invite him.
He followed everything to a T. He even showed up early, and they gave him bad info, and that's not a way to handle your social media influencers.
No, I think Kevin.
I think Kevin Feige very unprofessional. He spent money
at the door. I think
what if we did that? If we paid the plane ticket, now he lives closer. But if we did that and we showed up and there was no chance of us getting in, and we had Team MME there, that would be bullshit. What if someone,
I understand from his point, but why would he want to invite him after what he did with the Spider-Man stuff?
But then he's saying it was trash because he did. But I think then he got biased.
He was going off. He just got biased and he went crazy. Like I was like, okay, bro, just because you got.
I don't even know if
he went Harlow. He went Christian Harlow.
He pulled a Christian Harloff.
Yeah,
he did.
No, but I side with Christian Harloff too when he did that.
No, if it wasn't for them, they were the hype train for those movies, and yeah, they deserved it.
All right, we gotta get to this.
I agree.
They take the brunt of people calling them shills and stuff, and they realize they really don't. Disney doesn't really help them out much at all. It's just
at all,
right? I mean,
tells them to sit on it.
If someone,
it's kind of mean.
Here's the main thing that happens with Disney, and I think it must just be some young thirsty men Disney employees or something, and I'll explain. You have these people consistently being positive on your product, talking about your product all the time. And then who do you see get passes to like Galaxy's Edge and stuff? Some like, and I'm not against Instagram ladies, cosplayers
influencers.
And stuff. Yeah, they're the ones that get the passes that like to dress up as Rey or,
TikTokers
or have a lot of, thirsty followers as they should, beautiful young people. And they're the ones that get the passes, and then the older people get ignored. The people that consistently are engaged with your product, and I'm like, why does it always happen that way? People that try to maintain a consistent professional relationship with your business, not saying they're shilling, but they're being positive when most of the internet is horrible towards your business, and then the people that consistently get the passes are just some young people that just want to take a selfie at Galaxy's Edge, where someone else could do a deep dive on the product and give a good experience and a good review.
I think
I
think a lot of people that get invited to D23 and Comic-Con are a bunch of shills anyway.
Okay. H. Mark says,
it's true though.
Bad Backs, Tad Tax.
You wouldn't say that if you got an invite.
No, you know what? If I would be honest.
Listen, Matt
I did not
Jarbo,
like that trailer.
I'm calling bullshit on Matt Jarbo right now. If he paid for the plane ticket and he had the exact same spirits of John, he would say the exact same goddamn thing. I'm calling bullshit on you, Matt, and you're gonna have to drag your ass in here to explain your take. Who here thinks I'm right? If Matt Jarbo had his lady said, you know what, you watch the kids. D23 gave me a pass. I'm going to go get in there. And then he followed the directions like John did. And then he flew me in because I'm his best friend, right? He says, Max, I'm going to pay for your plane ticket to come here. You offered to buy me an Amico and I was going to sell it. I'm sorry. Here's a plane ticket. Come join me for D23. We get there. We wake up early. We get our Starbucks in the morning. And then we can't get in by following directions. I think Matt Jarbo would do a rant video. I think so.
Bobby.
Yes. So I say bullshit.
I probably would too.
Now, the reason where I think he jumped the shark is then he went extremely negative that it was trash, that D23 was a disappointment, where I think it wasn't as exciting as it could have been.
No, I think we got overhyped. That's our part.
Who says something about being overhyped? Who warns you about that?
I think it's a scoop. I blame the scoopers.
Everyone wants to blame the scoopers.
Yeah,
I blame you, everybody. I do it all the time. It's our fault, guys. Come on.
No,
we are just as much a part of the hype train as John Campea is. So either deal with it and shut up,
Richard Newberry
figure
said
a better way.
best. Richard Newberry said it best. Newbie about Hollywood. He said it best. Don't trust scoopers.
Well, that wasn't just scoopers. It was major trades talking about fantastic forecasting. That's
Don't be.
Hey, Matt.
Trust the trade.
Look at the twins. Look, they're getting older there. And yeah, Matt, I have to respond to you on Twitter. We'll connect soon. We'll connect soon.
I was not sure because they drop a lot of Star Wars stuff for animation, live action, and stuff like that. So I don't know. John went crazy.
Degrassi's an interesting fellow. He always has some info, and he's like, I certainly would have found my way in. Okay. Apparently Matt Jarbo would have too. Other cons, he said that he's got in some way. I'm not sharing those. He's given stories on Quad. Yes.
So next year we're gonna go. Team MME is gonna go to D23.
No, I can't afford that. No. We can
super chat everybody, so we can go to D23.
Oh yeah,
so buy the tickets early.
We have $2 for the fund for D23. Aaron, hold your breath. All right, start breathing. It's not gonna, don't hold your breath.
It will be D24, right, next year.
No, it's always. I don't understand why they call it 23. I really don't.
I don't know. Yeah, they say, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Comic-Con, that's already paid for. That's way ahead of.
Let's get to the mailbag here. Ibrahim Khan, have you checked out the trailer for Fableman's Steven Spielberg's new film based on his life? Excuse me, sorry.
Bless.
Steven Spielberg's new film based on his life looks like a Best Picture contender, and Michelle Williams for Best Supporting Actress original films. I can't wait. I didn't even know about this. Did anyone check out Steven Spielberg's new trailer?
No. I don't.
About his life? I don't know. I'll check that out. Thank you, Ibrahim.
Biopic?
I don't know. I'll check it out. Steven Spielberg still got some creative juices in the tank. Never count him out.
He still got a couple years to do great movies.
Yeah. Masked Vigilante. Good evening, Max. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, but I have to rant a little. We don't do that here. No, I'm just kidding. Quote of the day. Some people are in such utter darkness and toxicity, they will burn you just to avoid the bright light. If you're smart enough, try not to take it personally. That's a good rule for the internet. Try not to take anything personally. People are emotional online. And let's see what he says here. On YouTube, I've been a little heated. What's been going on lately? Like more attacks on Ezra Miller drama, the Brie Larson interview meltdown, a whole Twitter war on the Little Mermaid movie. But mostly scummy people like Andy Signor doxing people. Oh, yeah. taking people and listen. There are people that are fans of. I'm not getting into too much of that. I might do a separate
Just
video.
not talk about Signal
But there,
on here.
but there are fans of Amber Heard. Some people believe her, and some are young women or young, young people. And this is what happened. This is what Matt Jarbo meant when the dangers of punching down people on the internet. You don't know who's a lot of these so-called crazy people on Twitter are just young people. That doesn't excuse what they're doing.
They don't know any better.
But they don't really need. It's really not that a great idea to go after people on the internet, on anonymous people on Twitter and stuff. You don't really know. A lot of these are young people. Again, that's not an excuse. Social media is a disease, and they want attention for themselves. But I don't think it's good. So I don't know if you knew about this, Brian. But what he was saying, he set up a GoFundMe or something to try to investigate and dox one of the Amber Heard supporters.
What?
Which is ridiculous. And most likely it's a young woman.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I mean, but come on.
That guy's crazy.
He's got a huge platform. And honestly, the most bullshit of it, how much money does he make? And he keeps setting up these GoFundMes. Uh-oh, Matt Jarbo's here to elaborate. Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm currently I'm in between deliveries at the moment.
Me too.
So
I'm getting mine. No, I was kidding. All right, Matt. So you think your take on Campea, I think was I think it was hypocritical. Right. I think you would have got upset too if you made the trip to D23, and then he followed the rules.
So here's the thing with that though, man. Like in 2019, I went to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Right. And it was my 19th time going to Comic-Con, and I wasn't able to get into Hall H for the panel for Marvel, right? The big one and everything else. And you know what? I was okay with that because sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't. They didn't reserve him a spot. He paid for his way down. He took the chance. He gambled, and he got lazy. And he got entitled. If you listen to what he says, he's like, "Oh, I followed the email," but you know how conventions are. You know how Hall H is. You know people wait for days to get into that. Why would you go down at?
Okay.
Why wouldn't you go down the night before? Because here's the thing, too. He was staying in the Marriott Hotel. So at the Anaheim Convention Center, there is the convention center, then there's a courtyard. And on either side of the courtyard is the Marriott and the Hilton. It literally takes like 2 minutes to walk from the lobby of the Marriott to the entrance of the Anaheim Convention Center. So he was down there. They could have there would have been people camping out overnight. There would have been a lot. There would have been.
He should just put Rob there and said, "You know what? You get to sleep in the bed, the hotel. You sleep in line."
Yeah, exactly. You come out here, or you put like your brother-in-law down there. You put your wife out there. Who cares? Like, just do whatever. But it's also like when he got down there. If he got down there early, let's say before 7 a.m., he would have known. And he went down there thinking, "Oh, I'm just going to walk right in. I'm John Campea. I get treated like this." This is exactly what his mentality was. And you could tell that by the way that he responded to the entire situation. Him coming out saying it was a nothing burger, that the whole thing was just like terrible, that they now, I mean, his reaction yesterday on stream.
He still got a free pass.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And there was a lot of really cool things to see on the floor of D23. So if you're not able to stream what you saw after the fact, right? Because that's what he wanted to do. Then what you do is what the rest of us do. The rest of us we'll come back. We'll compile the information. We'll look to see all the trailers that are out. We'll watch everything, and then we'll talk about it. And he would have made the same amount of money by just doing that. But he didn't. He instead chose to go out there and be a victim.
No, I didn't see the live stream where he's flipping out. I just saw the video
dude, we watched it last night on my stream. It's bad. It's bad. Like he a couple points in time, he actually like legitimately starts screaming.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
He says, no, I'm not even making that up. He also says that like, oh, he's like, he starts mocking people who enjoy Star Wars animation. You know, like he's like, oh, they're giving us a bad batch. I was show nobody watches. Like, and then he also criticized them showing off the Mandalorian season 3 trailer.
Why?
And he spends
Well, I have some criticism there too. Only
But no.
because they showed that at the last event.
No,
They showed
no,
that
was
at
leaked.
Celebration, which was not. Then they publicly released it here with more footage.
Yeah, no,
but
Max,
these
that was
people are
leaked.
paying-
That was leaked.
I know
That
but
was-
these people are paying for exclusive, and they just showed an exclusive from another Disney
Yeah,
event. That
there
people
was
had to
more
pay for.
footage in this one than the one that was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
see. Here's the
oh,
thing: is and they also and John also keeps going back to 3 years ago. 3 years ago, they showed off so much at D. It was bomb after bomb 3 years ago. Yeah, that was also getting ready to launch Disney Plus.
And pre-pandemic.
That was pre-pandemic, and it was the
Talking about
D23
2019.
before
Yeah.
Disney Plus launched. So they were laying out their roadmap for content coming to D23 or coming to Disney Plus
Yeah.
to sell subscriptions. 5 weeks ago, they had or was it like 7 weeks ago, they had Comic-Con, which laid out a roadmap, right? Which laid out I don't want to go that direction. I keep getting these crappy ass orders. But like they laid out a roadmap through phase 4, phase 5, and phase 6.
Yes.
Right? And then he's acting like, well, they didn't announce anything new. Well, it's like, dude, they announced they laid out a roadmap, and then here they filled in a lot of the details. Not all the details, but they filled in a lot of the details.
I think they're expecting the finished phase. I think some people are expecting all the things that would be announced for the rest of Phase 6. So we got limited stuff announced for Phase 6.
Well,
so everybody expected.
But that would
everything
be
to
next year.
filled
Well,
for Phase
even
6.
the-
yeah,
even the
probably
big
Comic Con.
The-
Comic Con could be the
Comic-Con
big
next
reveal
year.
for stuff.
Well, the big trades were talking about the Fantastic Forecasting, so that's why everyone's expectations.
I think
it wasn't
Fantastic
even the
Four-
rumor.
Man, I
sites,
had
it was-
no. I didn't even care about
it was
that because
about
I knew it wasn't
Jodie
going to happen.
Comer, Invisible Woman. And
Yeah,
I think
and
Fantastic Four-
whose fault is that Disney's fault? Is that Kevin Feige's fault? No, it's not.
No.
It's not. And that's the whole thing is like Campea coming out there. It was a big nothing fart burger, you guys. It was just like sour grapes is all it was. This is a 50-year-old man pissed off that he wasn't given the red carpet treatment to go into this event. Here's the thing though, is it's the same exact thing Christian Harloff did back in 2019. Or 2018, really. It's the same exact thing that Harloff did about Galaxy's Edge. Why wasn't I invited? Because it was just that's the way that that it figured out, because those are separate departments. The parks department is that you have to go through a different thing. And a lot of the TikTokers or the influencers that go to these events are part of a network. They're managed by a team that look for those events to send those people to those. If you know somebody, like there's like people always ask, why was Campea always on the red carpet for these Marvel movies? Right? Like, why did Campea get a go? Like for Star Wars, why was Campea there? And then the rumor is he's friends with Nathan Hamill, Mark Hamill's son. So through that, he got hooked up. But I don't know how true that is, but he still was hooked up by somebody to be able to get those passes. He went to Shang-Chi last year and came out of the Grauman's Chinese Theater premiere of the movie to do his little just right out of the theater bit. So it's like, that's the whole point, is like John Campea expects certain things to happen. And this was a complete eye-opener in a number of ways. Like at this point now, they were banning people in his chat yesterday.
Oh, really?
They were blocking the word chill. They put on a subscription blocker, or a chat blocker, to where you had to be subscribed to him for 24 hours, or else you wouldn't be able to chat.
Yeah.
So he started clamping it down, and in order to protect his fragile little Canadian ego. And again, this is like a 50-year-old dude who's like upset that and then you watch the video, and then like there's Rob. Damn. And then Rob is just out there holding his hand and reaffirming John's insecurities. It's really funny. The thing, here's the thing. Like I said this on Twitter, and I stand by this entirely. John Campea has the best produced movie talk show on YouTube, hands down, bar none. But it is the most boring, uninspired, just ridiculously milquetoast, banal, middle of the road show you're going to get. You should not even. Grace Randolph is more interesting than John Campea. Flat out.
Oh, wow.
John has got some interesting
Shots
takes every once in a
fired.
while. There's some Grace at least makes it entertaining. If you listen, I want you to listen.
She's funny.
She gets some horrible takes though.
She does. Oh,
Yeah, but
absolutely. Which
Grace
is why it's
tries.
funny. Which is why it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny and her takes are terrible.
But here's the thing with that. I want you to go back. John, like, he doesn't care at all. Like, because his microphone is not even regulated or not even monitored enough in order to stop all of the, like, the breaths and like the licking of the lips and everything else that he does, right? He just, if you listen, it's like ASMR for nerds. And it's like
I don't want to hear him licking the mic.
Do that. Listen to it. Put headphones on when you actually listen to Campea, and he just he always has like little right into the microphone. I can always hear it. It's disgusting, to be fair. I try to avoid that myself on my end when I'm talking. I'll move away from the mic to do things like that because that's respectful to the audience. No, but Campea is a clown. He's become. I've said this forever now that he has not even had his fingers anywhere near the pulse of where the general movie-going audience is. The man has become an absolute disgrace. He's become an absolute joke.
Wow. And
he has 8,000 people almost watching him every morning. And I think at this point, there are probably a fair amount of them are hate watchers. I think a fair amount of them are hate watchers.
I know why he's so successful. It's
Tobey Maguire's dick.
No, it's spamming the search
Well,
with
he's
the one that started the live stream and then clipped out every single part of your live stream for separate videos. So
no, he's not the one who started that. I was actually doing that before he left. But it's like he's consistent.
And he does it right away.
If John Campea didn't have AMC and Collider behind him as like previous marks on his resume, dude, he would be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because here's the other part of that too. He's like, think about it like this. There's been something that's happened with him ever since he left Los Angeles, right? Whenever he left LA and he moved out to Riverside or something along those lines, which is not the best area. It's an okay area, right? He moved out there. And then now he's like, okay, he rents a studio space. He's got to pay for his brother-in-law, who his producer, Rob and Chris, to then drive out every day to come out there, and that's money. So then he gets all these sponsorships, right? He's got a full-on bottle of aviation gin.
MeUndies, I got to get MeUndies.
His undies, the Mint Mobile, whatever. They're trying to get all these
Mint Mobile, the right rental company.
Yeah. He's got all this sponsorship stuff. He at this point, like, and so I view it like he's trying, like, I think what he's trying to do is, I think one of the reasons why he's been ball gargling David Zaslav is because I think they're trying to find a way to get the John Campea show taken to more of a mainstream approach.
They're trying to go back. They're going back to the Collider. They're going. Why are they like? This isn't just Campea. I've noticed a lot of YouTubers after the pandemic have gone back to making big studios, and I'm like, if it works, don't. I mean, if it don't.
I have my spare bedroom. That's my office, and that's it. And I'm fine with that.
They're spending all this money, and the conversations aren't even flowing as nice. Sometimes the conversations flow better when someone's in a different room, has their own space, and more comfortable. And then they look stiff in these.
Oh God! You watch.
Yeah, doing the same thing. And I'm like, why are you spending all this money just to do a thing that's the market's still oversaturated? Movie talk is still oversaturated.
It was very oversaturated, but it's also like if you watch Campea, they've got multiple cameras. They've got cameras on dollies that like are programmed to slide, right? So they get a dolly shot. Or you'll notice it will cut to a wide shot of them, and the camera will start panning one direction. So they introduce like multiple angles. They introduce like camera movements. All of this,
we
like,
dragged Anthony back on the stream, by the way. Anthony Bell.
I saw that, yeah. And then my personal favorite is I want you to go and I want you to watch last night's video. It's like a 29-minute video, but at least at the beginning of it, when he has Chris bring up the audience question, you can tell that, and I've said this before, John Campea writes his own audience questions, right? Like
It's too
so,
perfect. It's too. every
so.
time.
Go read that thing, and it's all like, "What's
Yeah,
D23
Maybe I
disappointment?"
think Ann might. I don't know.
I don't know. I think again, the whole thing. Look, it's a corporate endeavor at this point. It's lost its touch. It's lost its flavor. The John Campea show is not Collider Movie Talk. You don't have a varying degree of opinions like that like to kind of battle it out. You've got one man at the top who calls all the shots, and everybody else just falls in line. And it's boring. It's boring.
I wouldn't say. I still watch occasionally. I don't think it's boring.
It's boring as hell.
I don't watch it at
Opinions are
all.
almost always the same.
Yeah, but I got a dip because I got to go make an order and shit.
I thought I'd get your hot take on this real quick.
Well, I can't see it from here, so say it real quick.
Okay, so Syl says, as WBD said, media definitely overreacted over Batgirl funeral. Keaton gets it. It's show friends. It's not show friends. It's show business. I'm so sick of the hypocrisy there. If people said that about the Snyder Cut, we wouldn't have got the Snyder Cut.
They'd be going to war.
Consistent. People, we definitely overreacted with the Snyder. I'm so sick of that they're like, oh, just just handle it.
Yeah.
Just
I talked
accept
about that last
reality
night.
and,
I did mention that last night where I said that I'm like, Brendan Fraser is having like his moment, his career right now, right?
He's having a big comeback.
He's having a big comeback, which is awesome. And then you've got that, and then you've got Michael Keaton winning Emmy for Best Actor, right, in a limited series at the Emmys last night. You've got the directors getting publicly loved by Kevin Feige and the rest of the film industry. And it's like you've got all of this stuff you could do to promote a movie that would maybe go out there and make you some money. But no, it's like, and if you watch, I showed this last night on stream. Brendan Fraser like calls out Zaslav, calls out out the company. He calls out Gunnar Wiedenfels, who is the CFO of Warner Brothers Discovery. And he's like, he's like, the whole thing with this was completely overblown and blah, 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 blah. And then, Brendan's like, he's like, oh, and Gunnar Wiedenfels doesn't want anyone to talk about it. Just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about Batgirl. And so it's like, if you've got Brendan Fraser, who is rumored at this point to be going up for a Best Actor nomination and potentially a Best Actor win, and and then also you've got you've got Keaton winning an Emmy, and these guys are going to be in a DC property. Like, you're stupid for not.
I'm just so sickened by all these people that claimed it was for artistic integrity. They want to see the artist's vision, and then they're mocking Batgirl being done.
That's
the thing. But anyway, I gotta go. They're hollering at me. So I'll see you guys later.
All right.
My apologies.
No, that's all right.
I was quiet.
Yeah, Fraser was pissed off. Like in the interview, asked about that crest about Batgirl. He was not.
I understand him though. I mean, listen,
RJ, I'm sorry. Just come on the stream and be silent. Just join us. We miss you.
No,
we won't
sleep,
make you talk.
RJ. You're gonna
I'm resting in bed, not feeling the greatest. Maybe it's Nintendo. You're disappointed by Nintendo Direct.
That show was ass streaks.
No, the Sony one was not good either.
Sony
no,
36 minutes. I was like, what the hell is that?
The Nintendo Direct was good for people that like certain projects, but it didn't.
I mean, you got a lot of good games.
There's a lot of Nintendo fans that aren't being catered to that have been supporters for a long time with a lot of these projects, and they're still not bringing some of these old projects back.
Yeah, like, come on, Nintendo, it's time to get a Switch Pro.
No, if you like the JRPGs and these like Animal Crossing type games and Pikmin, that's like only not a lot of. I mean, there's a fandom for it.
At least you got Zelda.
There's only yes.
At least release date for Zelda.
Now God of War. Oh my God.
God of War. Yes, we're gonna Thor versus Kratos 2 months from now. No, it's not Chris Hemsworth versus Kratos.
They showed the new Taken game, the new Yakuza game. So, like, that was good. That was decent. I mean, I hope next year we see Spider-Man gameplay.
I was hoping. Remember the rumor, Anthony, that the reason they're not going to show Spider-Man at the Marvel Studios, not Marvel Studios, but Marvel Video Game Showcase on the Friday, because everybody thought they were going to show Spider-Man today.
Yeah, well, because Sony but owns the rights to that. But like,
Yeah,
they just
so that's because everybody thought the reason they were going to show it Friday is because everybody thought it was going to show
Oh,
at the Sony presentation.
RJ, there is one thing I'm going to applaud Nintendo on in a second here. But Blue Jay, $1.99. I appreciate this, Blue Jay. Hey, Max, what if you had a studio like Campea? I would never spend the money on the studio. If anything, I would say, you know what, this is like a chill environment. I was trying to have everyone be on screen more, but I haven't been on screen more. It's been a hot summer. And it's, I would focus on like doing a good green screen image in the back and just being on camera more instead of spending money. It's, I like people being able to show from their home.
I don't care about green screen.
Why hearing that he pays for them to travel to his, well, if I had that kind of money, for sure, I would pay Brian and Aaron and Anthony to travel to my house every day for my big studio. But honestly, it's not.
We would have to move.
There's so much better things you could use with that money.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, so donate super chats, everybody, so we can get the stuff
let's make a dream happen with 52 viewers.
Yeah, hit the like button. There's nothing wrong with a fat Thor in the new God of War.
Well, Thor is supposed to be fat.
Yeah,
he only there's nothing wrong with like
Fire Emblem and Zelda. That's only a fraction of their fan base.
That is a fraction.
They've only been catering
because Marcus Thor is fat.
But what I will say, RJ, is where I will applaud Nintendo is they didn't do the typical Nintendo bullshit of pushing Zelda, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, until it's the next Switch. They're actually saying they're going to launch it next year on the existing Switch. They didn't do this half measure of, to get the best version, get the Switch 2. As far as we know, unless they launch the Switch 2 next year.
We do.
So it seems like they are releasing it on the Switch, a sequel to a game, and they haven't done that since the Wii with Mario Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2, or in the GameCube you had two Zeldas on one system. The Wii U didn't really get a chance to do that, but providing a sequel instead of these half measures, keep pushing the project back until you want to launch your next system. So I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get on Golden now. 64.
The Nintendo 64 announcements were the Nintendo 64 announcements were cool. Excitebike 64 is also good.
And
they had, I think they had 1080 snowboarding too.
Yeah, and online
multiplayer. Yeah. I think if they really want to get people excited, they would get Diddy Kong Racing for the Nintendo online service.
Yeah,
there's a reason why
remaster and everything, which is
there's a reason why I don't think they won't. I think there's a reason why they're not putting Rare games on online.
Well, yeah, because whenever they use Rare, they have to work with Microsoft.
Yeah, because otherwise Donkey Kong 64 would be on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so that would be great.
Because that game needs to be on, and that has to be on. Because
but I mean, isn't it a niche fan base though for Pikmin 4? Honestly, what's going to move the needle more if they bring back F-Zero, Star Fox, or Pikmin 4? What or Metroid
Zelda.
Prime, or Metroid Prime 4, which they've been talking about. They've been consistently fumbling the ball on Metroid Prime 4. They've been talking about for years. They revealed just the title of Metroid Prime 4 like 4 years ago, and we still don't have any updates. Or maybe just an update on the trilogy, the Metroid Prime trilogy that was supposed to be done for Switch. That's actually rumored to be done. They're just waiting to release it at a perfect time. Or like a Zelda collection. They didn't even announce a Zelda. Isn't it supposed to be the year of Zelda soon or something?
I think so.
All right, so let's get back to the mailbag here. Okay. So, Master Vigilante still talking about it. Yeah, doxing people is never. There's no justification for that. He says I'm going to do it the legal way by hiring an investigator. That's still bullshit. Unless someone's really committed a crime, to hire an investigator. I have to look into why he's so upset with this Amber Heard person. I have no idea. This Amber Heard follower. I have no idea why he's upset with her. Making money and playing victim because of his past actions. It's never-ending war with these toxic trolls. But in the day, I still try to stay positive. I'm not trying to stress out. Enjoy my day. Don't let those empty, petty claims still me down to their level, because I know karma is a bitch. And everyone needs to face the consequences of their actions physically and verbally. Whoa, no. I don't want to say physically, but yes, the karma is got to them because their options are they've exhausted their options. A lot of these people that are miserable on the internet have to be perpetually miserable on the internet. You think some of these people that make these living on YouTube can actually go get a different job now? No, they burned their bridges. No one, some of this bullshit that they pull online, no one with the right mind is going to hire you.
Can you imagine Signor going for a job interview and the person interviewing him is like, what did you do in your previous
Well,
I don't. What did you talk about?
Not the false accusations, but he's also pulled some shenanigans that shouldn't be done in the workplace.
I mean, if he gets interviewed and they do a background check like Signor and stuff, yeah.
Multiple times though, RJ. If this was Warner Brothers, I'm consistent. I love Nintendo. Nintendo does a lot of good. But if it was Warner Brothers, I'd call that out shit too. Just like in television. Yeah. They've had it's been like 8 years since they started working on it. Yeah. And they still haven't had any updates or anything on it.
Yeah, there's no update.
If you're going to announce the title, you should have
definitely updates.
Yeah. Or at least give something to the fandom where that completed project it is a rumor, but it's consistently been there that they have Metroid Prime Trilogy ready to go, released on the Switch. And they didn't release it for some reason, probably because they want to tie it into the release of Metroid Prime 4, honestly. But why wait for that? Just give it to us now. Senior Nerd says, did you get around to seeing Campea's D23 temper tantrum video? It's so pathetic. It became comical. We covered that, but thank you, Senior Nerd. And Hank Deasy, Harley Quinn returned to the DCEU.
James Gunn been teasing it, that's why.
Yeah, that's one of the articles. That's one of the articles, I believe.
Oh, I don't have that article.
Yeah,
I have the article about the Suicide Squad potentially not happening. Suicide Squad 3.
Oh, potential sequel, yeah.
But I didn't know that article. Maybe he's working on a Harley Quinn project. I don't know. I just think Margot Robbie's so busy right now. She's been taking lots of projects. It doesn't seem like she's immediately available for Harley Quinn. When she's
doing Barbie.
There's a lot of other projects I've heard her name attached to too. I think even is she rumored for Pirates too? I can't remember.
She's doing Pirates. She's doing Barbie. She's doing the Ocean prequel.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it seems like I don't want to be say it's impossible. It just seems that her focus is somewhere else, and I don't know. That's my opinion.
She better come make a quick cameo, and that's it. Other than that,
well, speaking of the camper, I know people said he's boring, but there's a quick video here. It's not a temper tantrum video. It's about Werewolf by Night. Oh no, come on! Did we lose Brian?
What? Huh? No. What's going on?
And I think people are talking about this earlier. Werewolf by Night, not listed as a comedy. Is that a problem?
It's a 1930s to 40.
If he wore that shirt when he was
guys, it's part of MCU, right?
Well, I am getting a little frustrated with all the comedies, but then I watched it, and I think it keeps things, like Brian says, it keeps things fresh when they just have fun with projects instead of trying to go serious every time. If you go serious every time, it's going to get stale.
Yeah,
you have to have a variety of content.
I think that's the problem with DC movies.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
They're always so serious.
But Suicide Squad is not like that though.
There is a segment of the fan base that is tired of all the jokey joke stuff with Marvel. I understand that. If you don't think if it's not still working, if the jokes aren't landing for you, it could become annoying.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say here.
This is our second question today, Jonathan.
Hey, this is Connor Johnson.
What's this now?
Is this new?
Oh, he's sponsored by Mint Mobile.
We'll do hotlines, yeah.
Hotline question of the day.
I haven't watched much of him lately. Is this new?
Well, Matt Jarbo was wrong because if he has this, these are real people asking the questions.
No, it's really secretly way.
He reached out to what's the guy's name that Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds. Sponsored by Mint Mobile is Ryan Reynolds.
What's his name?
Well, I have problems with memory.
I'm just phone company.
Yeah. Maybe we should do this for members. if I could, I got to put up a hotline. I got to compete here. All right, let's see here.
And crew, I just wanted to ask what your thoughts were on the fact that Disney's Werewolf by Night special has been listed as a comedy under the genre thing on Disney Plus. I thought that was pretty interesting. I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on it.
And like Obi-Wan said, it was as if there were millions of voices cried out in terror. Okay, so
Callie, get over here. Do I have to put you in the basement again?
One of the interesting things that was released during D23 was the Werewolf by Night trailer. I thought it was, I mean, I didn't love it as much as most people did, but a lot of people were very, very taken.
It's listed on some of the websites as a comedy. I think that's part of the angle, horror comedy. Maybe
it's inspired by the 1930s and 40s horror like stuff.
Yeah.
So like I kind of
It's in black and white.
Yeah, but it says it's listed as comedy. So, well, let's hear what they say.
Within the thought they're going to go this noir horror and blah, blah.
Yes.
But here's what happened.
Yes.
What he's talking about is this. The official page for Werewolf by Night has now gone up on Disney Plus. And like they do on all the things, they have like name of movie, drama, or name of movie, thriller, or name of movie, action. Werewolf by Night, comedy. And it's only listed as a comedy. Now, Rob, yesterday I mentioned that this almost feels like, I saw the trailer and I thought it felt like satire. And so I don't know if that's actually what's happening, that they're actually going with satire in this. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yeah, 1930s
But
or something.
here's my question for you.
This is the funny thing. They got this big new studio, and then they're back to the layout that looks exactly like when he was in his bedroom. You know, they used to show the desk more. Now it looks like, what the hell's going on? All right.
Is it really so bad if it's comedy? I mean, you're talking about spoofing a 1930s, 1940s style of filmmaking, it being directed by Michael Giacchino. I mean, if you could make this, and it's short, this isn't a feature-length thing. It's going to be a Halloween special. And if they can do this and make it really entertaining and fun, I think winning cures everything, right? Everybody will be okay with it. But I know there were some people who really thought they were going to truly go for the horror in this. And I don't know, maybe Disney Plus just mislabeled it. But it's I
we
can't
haven't
seen it.
it
Still
yet. Well, even then, like honestly though, if you're expecting that out of the MCU at this point in time, dude, you're on something, bro.
Okay.
You're gonna get a lighthearted affair, you know, whether it be jokes or not. Okay. That's what you've come to expect from such things.
Yeah, we're gonna have the
well, the vibe of the trailer is more horror, like with the blood and the screech. You know, I don't know. The way they market it seems more intense than.
Well, wait till it comes out. But I'm just saying, like, what do you expect from a Marvel movie, man? Like, I don't know.
I expect it to be like the Batman, Brian. Also,
yeah, dark and gritty all the time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. I might do a watch party for this. We'll see. We'll see. I have to see how long it is.
It's not gonna be that long.
It'll be out around the Halloween times.
Yeah, it's Halloween time. Yeah, like 40 or 50.
October 7th.
October 7th. Yeah, that's not
there. Comedy, Werewolf by Night comedy. So I don't know, Rob. You read that. What's your interpretation of it?
Well, look, like you said,
No,
comedy can be great.
he didn't say that,
American
Marcus.
Werewolf in London
He
has
didn't
great
say that.
comedic scenes.
It does have some great comedic
like when
scenes in it. Yeah.
you've got one of the characters gets killed by a werewolf but comes back as a rotting corpse who rots throughout the movie. But here's the thing. That idea is kind of funny, but it's still horrific in what happens, even though the interchange between the characters is funny. It takes a real deft touch to make horror and comedy work well together. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. But when it does work, it's great. My only disappointment in hearing this is one, Moon Knight, began. I mean, Man Thing, Werewolf by Night. These are great, spooky horror characters in the Marvel universe, and they haven't really shown us what is the supernatural. I mean, we saw it with Agatha Harkness and a little bit of supernatural stuff, but what does the supernatural look like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What do vampires? We're gonna get Blade. Blade ain't gonna be a comedy. So what do vampires?
One would hope.
I would hope. And with an actual werewolf and hopefully transformations and all the things that we've seen, I kind of wanted them to lead, but that doesn't mean. Look, I wanted them to lean into the horror. That's what I wanted to see. But this,
the context of the trailer, the images look very horror, not comedy. I didn't get the comedy vibe from the
Is
trailer.
that the
Did anyone?
TVA? Is that the TVA?
It
behind
might be. It
I
might
think
be,
it might
Anthony.
be.
I heard
think you're
TVA
right.
might
I don't
be
know
in
if this
it.
is connected to the MCU or not. They haven't confirmed.
Yeah,
It is MCU,
connected.
yes.
It will. I mean, obviously it will, but like, I mean,
I heard
I like the
TVA 's
trailer. I thought it was decent.
Well, did it? That's what I want to ask the people in the chat and on the panel.
Doctor Strange was
After
supernatural.
watching the Werewolf by Night trailer, did you get a potential satirical or comedic vibe from the trailer, or did
Not
it seem
me.
more horror to you?
Not me.
No.
Me. I don't know what like.
Brian,
No.
did you get?
It wasn't
a
like
comedic or
watching the Munsters trailer or anything.
No. I like the Monsters trailer. I'm still looking for that.
Well, that's you.
Man thing. The next. Anthony, Aaron, did you get that vibe that it could have a comedic or satirical slant towards the?
Not from the trailer.
I didn't see it. Maybe that's the
I
part of
didn't
the
get that.
fun. Maybe it's part of
We
the
saw a
fun
little bit of
that you
blood
don't
in
get
the
it from the real. Looks meh.
But I know, for my know, Elsa Bloodstone has kind of that current personality where she does joke around a little bit. But
Oh, really? I didn't know.
yeah,
Okay.
but she could be very serious. But like,
Well, Marcus, I don't think they need to go. They need to
there's
go
nothing wrong
dark.
with comedy and horror.
That's
and
the Amazon vibe. I mean,
There's-
Amazon Studios vibe. They don't need to. They don't need
There's
to.
nothing wrong with having some horror, some little bit of comedy in a horror adaptation or something. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Some people don't. The boys didn't land with like Brian, and that's fair. That's his opinion.
I know,
but he likes the MC. He likes the lightheartedness and fun of the MCU, right? Right. It
Yeah.
keeps you. Everything's a little different, a little different vibe, a little different angle, and it's working for them. They don't need to try to replicate what Amazon's got. The Boys. The Boys is its own thing.
The Boys is pure satire, pretty much.
See,
That's
better late.
deconstruction.
You
but
got the
yeah.
literally got the horror type in the MCU and Doctor Strange too, when Sam
Yeah.
Raimi and stuff like
What
that. So,
What are your thoughts on keeping it black and white? Did you
That's
like
good.
that?
That's classic. I like it.
It's interesting. It's something different. I think it's
Something
very
different
creative.
now, too. Yep.
The only thing that I could foresee I might be like a little disappointed with is if I really enjoy Werewolf by Night character, I kind of want a whole series instead of just
I
a
want to know his
special. Like, I want
backstory. That's what I
more.
want to know.
I might want more of this. I might
So
really be
maybe-
intrigued with
Because
this
in the-
specific character.
In the comics, his backstory has a relation to the Darkhold, but I don't know if they're gonna do it in the MCU. That
If
that
you're-
book,
Well, the
that book
Darkhold
that
got
Wanda
destroyed,
used.
didn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna use that in the MCU.
All right, well
'Cause-
let's see what else they have to say here.
It could go either way for me. I'm still really interested in it. It looked more like you said, like a satire rather than balls to the wall comedy. Because I hope it's not that. But as a satire, as a horror satire, that could really work the same way What We Do in the Shadows works. Maybe they took a cue
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I mean, I don't know what this is. Is this an animatronic guy with his arms? I mean, it looked goofy. I don't know
That's
what
Frankenstein.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's like at the Magic Castle. I'm still holding out hope. I think this is going to be great. It looked great to me. Looks like it's a lot of fun. Fingers crossed on this one, dude.
Listen, I'll tell you what, I'm not terribly concerned about it because, again, winning cures everything.
Yeah.
People may get upset seeing the word comedy, but the fact is, if it's really funny and it really works and people laugh,
I do want the Midnight Suns to get together. That would be awesome.
Well, they have Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, and they have obviously Elsa here and
Punisher.
Werewolf. Yeah, and
I mean,
Or
it's
entertaining.
coming along.
Man Thing might be.
What if they just launch right into Midnight Suns series?
What
after
is
this?
that show
Ooh,
that
wow.
was on Hulu that was Marvel Hellsprung? Whatever, like, nah. I hope we get Midnight Suns. Everybody been asking that for a long time. So
Yeah.
so
it's going to be a big win. Now,
We need Ghost
the
Rider
opposite side of that,
a Blade.
this could end up being the Star Wars Christmas special of the Marvel
Oh,
Cinematic
come
Universe.
on.
If it goes bad,
No.
like if it does not work. But so winning cures everything, losing.
Is
You know,
Jefferson
it's funny
Starship
'cause-
going to be there?
You have Mark Hamill with makeup on, and yeah, come on. There's no way it's going to be like that. And I still like the Star Wars special for what it was, but that was like ridiculous. It's near Halloween. Why wouldn't you watch this? I think it's going to do really good.
it's
I think it's
Halloween. What the fuck?
Also, it's the first Marvel special on that series.
It was the first time that ever
you die
did
there.
special.
That was a great gaming moment. All right.
Because there's like the original Return of the Living Dead, which is this punk rock zombie satire. Send more cops. A lot of fun. Return of the Living Dead 2, god awful. And it's hard to know, John. But you know what? I like the cast a lot. And fingers crossed. I love
It's
the black and
different.
white.
Again, I love that Marvel is constantly trying to do things they've never done before.
Yes.
Right. And you got to respect that. And so I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Questions for you guys. What do you think about hearing that Werewolf by Night is listed as a comedy? And hey, listen, maybe that's a little bit of a misdirect on their part too.
Then he just does sponsors at the end. Okay.
The Werewolf by Night.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited
to
for
get
it.
sponsors next week.
My only disappointment is I think I kind of want them to. That would have been amazing to see Blade in it, and I wish they would have accomplished that.
What's the time period of this?
I'm just really looking. I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to seeing this version of Blade. Was rumored to. I've heard that rumor for a while that there was the introduction was going to be in Werewolf
Blade.
by Night.
I know they said Blade's gonna be the 1800s, right? That's what they said the first movie.
I don't know.
It's gonna. I don't know. People say it's gonna go. It's gonna have flashback in the past and then gonna be in present day.
Oh, that JP is that accurate?
Yeah.
It seems practical.
That's practical.
Yeah, that's what people
I
are
heard
saying.
the actor hated going in that costume. He hated it.
Well, this is a good thing. MCU needs to go more practical to give their visual effects team some rest. And there's also been some delays with some Disney Plus projects, and I think it's because of the VFX backlash. I'm going to see how many people care now that all their Disney Plus shows.
I heard from when Thor: Love and Thunder came on Disney Plus. You know that one scene with Hamill's kid with the big head. The kid with the big head.
That was Disney that fixed that.
No, but I heard it was worse when they put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because Disney fixed that for no reason. Like, just keep it. Like, whatever.
Sup, Hans?
You can see the same exact scene in theaters. Not the one that Disney Plus updated.
I watched the Rings of Power 3rd episode. I'm still on board. I enjoyed it. I got to talk to you and Rhea.
I have not watched that show yet.
What about Ray and Hans? What about me?
What's that?
Me too.
Oh yes, Aaron too. We got to get Rhea's been sent. I got to respond to Rhea. Where are you on Twitter, Hans? Have you been behaving? Oh, here you are.
Yeah, he's always been behaving. He's constantly been calling out the idiots against Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I like Hans. Keep doing your thing, man.
Reed Cole, thank you for the super chat, Reed Coles, for $5. We really appreciate it here on MME Theory. I think the TVA is hiding most of the supernatural in a pocket dimension because the Man Thing, because he is interdimensional.
I like that theory.
That's a cool theory. That's a cool theory. That goes along with what Anthony was saying, that he thinks the TVA member was in the background of one of those shots. Awesome, Reed Cole.
I mean, the werewolf curse has been around for like centuries. So maybe the TVA. I don't know.
TVA is hiding most of the supernatural in a pocket dimension. I didn't know that about Man Thing. He's interdimensional. I didn't know that.
So are they hiding Mephisto in that dimension? Is Mephisto coming to the MCU, guys?
Voltaire says 3rd episode was good, but the Harfoot scenes are boring AF. I like the Harfoot scenes. Hans. Yeah, I gotta tell Ray about Aaron and you, H Barts. If you want to get on board I think Ray would be excited about that. All right, so let me see. H Barts, Aaron, Hans, me, Rhea. That's a good crew to talk about Rings of Power. I gotta let her know. Although I don't know when she wants to do it, we'll have to see if everyone's available. Love the Harfoots. They're not supposed to be super exciting.
No, well, the Harfoots in episode 3, I say, are pretty cruel.
Thank you, Reed.
They're
I appreciate
cruel
that.
to each other. They're like.
The chanting was boring. They've grown on me. I think they're, I can understand I wasn't on board either at the beginning. Let's look at this real quick too, and then we'll get to some other articles, some other news, and some of it is unfortunately delays. And I think we're now facing the impact of the VFX controversy. And I don't think I don't think people are going to care as much now that their shows are being delayed. What about the VFX started? And now shows are getting delayed, and then they're going to complain about not getting their Disney Plus shows. I'm telling you, I still want the VFX people to be, but be honest with you, though, when you get consistent work, you're busy. It's not like I'm.
If you get them money, if you get them paid, just don't complain. That's just me.
Well,
but I mean, if you got problem with the company,
within reason, I do think that it would benefit Disney and MCU to concentrate more on practical effects, a better mix.
I think
and also that would employ more people. You know how many people could use jobs that are in the industry that do practical effects and not CGI? That would be, and then they could use it as a promotional thing to say, you know what, at Disney and Marvel, we like to keep everyone in the industry involved in these projects, and that would be a beneficial thing. There's a lot of people that still do practical.
Like the Star Wars stuff, there's a lot of practical behind the scenes and stuff.
Yeah. Werewolf by Night, release date, trailer, cast, and everything we know so far. I think everyone said it was going to be October 6th, 7th, or 8th. That's not that far. It's not that far off.
Hey,
October 7th.
You mentioned Highlander. You know the actress that played Elsa was in Highlander. It was in Outlander, that show.
There's Elsa there, just in time for Spooky Halloween's. Will premiere exclusive of Disney Plus October 7th, 2020, an hour length. It's only an hour. Let me see. That's a Friday night. It's probably going to appear at midnight on Thursday midnight. Or probably 3 a.m. Eastern. That's probably what it is, Disney Plus. I got to research Werewolf by Night's character and Elsa Bloodstone. I think that's cool that her character is getting a lot of focus in the trailer too. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, let's do this first because let's give some Tony Scott love. Everyone's talking about Top Gun 2, and everyone gives Ridley Scott. Tony Scott was a great director, one of the best directors of all time. 1944 to 2012. Let me see. It's just the. Let's see what projects he's done. Top Gun, True Romance, Crimson Tide, Man on Fire, The Last Boy Scout. The list goes on and on. Scott was a master at placing audience members inside his movies, permitting them to feel the heat of every moment. His passing sent shockwaves through the Hollywood community. Still, his contributions to the medium live on. Characters help bring to life, and people brought to take it for a ride. I really like
Thunder.
Yeah.
Days of Thunder. Yeah.
It's really, really sad. I think he had a lot left in him. Projects. Unfortunately, I think the rumor was that he got a pretty bad diagnosis, and he decided to do something with his,
But he have cancer?
He
or
got
something?
credit in
I don't have proof of that, but I think around that time,
he
was actually meeting with Tom Cruise, talking about Top Gun 2 at that time too. And then I think he got a bad diagnosis, and then parked his car on a bridge and jumped off.
See, the grassroots say brain cancer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a death sentence. At that age.
So, very sad, but you could still appreciate him through his work for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go watch Top Gun, the original.
Oh, here's something interesting that's different than Cape shit. I always say that just because get a smile out of Brian. Something else to do with your HBO Max. Right now you can, and I listen. I love documentaries. I want to look at this. The 18 best documentaries on HBO Max right now, and the reason I'm like interested is that's David
They have
Bowie right
some-
away. I didn't
there's
know
some
David
crazy
Bo-
ones.
I didn't know David Bowie. Is there? Did anyone know that there's a David Bowie documentary?
Yes.
That's on.
No.
Is it on HBO Max right now? That's what I'm alluding to with
I
this.
guess so. It has the article says this right now.
20 feet from stardom, backup singers have been recognized as a crucial element of pop. Though I would like to see this. There's some amazing backup singers, and some of the best, best music in the industry is supported by strong supporting players and talent in their bands and backup singers. I think this would be interesting. They deserve their time to shine too. And they're actually called backup singers, and they stand to the side. So I would love to see some interviews with some great backup singers. That's one I might be interesting. It's not. I'll be honest with you. It's not at the top of my list. Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah, I seen this.
Man, there really are some great documentary. I didn't know this was on HBO Max.
Oh, I've seen that one. It's a good one.
Is it a good one?
Oh yeah, Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Curiel. Oh yeah, because they all worked on Curiel has worked with Princess Bride, right? With Robin Wright and Schwarzenegger.
That'd be a fun watch. I like Andre the Giant. Beanie Mania.
Beanie Mania.
Oh, Beanie Babies.
Oh, I thought they were talking about the headwear beanies.
I'll be real. That's not.
I saw this. I saw this.
Slend Man. Yeah, I remember watching.
When that was happening on the internet,
Is that the case with the girls?
I don't like to research the Slender Man. That's weird.
Is that the case with the girls that actually thought the Slender Man was real and they like?
I think some people died. I don't know.
Yeah, is that the one? It might be the one.
Class Action Park. Oh, this is real? I thought they did a movie, like a comedy about something like this, but this is a real park. I would like to watch this with the New Jersey attitude and heaps of humor. Class Action Park reveals a little-known history behind an infamously dangerous water park. The documentary features interviews from celebrities like Chris Gethard and Alison Becker, who visit the park as teens, as well as a former staff who discuss Action Park's egregious lack of safety standards and protocols, which led to multiple accidents, injuries, and deaths.
Oh,
that's kind of interesting. That sounds like a
terrible.
comedy. I think I've seen trailers for comedy.
Didn't Johnny Knoxville have a movie where he had like rides like that? Made like an amusement park. He had like unsafe. rides?
Yeah. Maybe it was based on that. David Bowie, the last 5 years. I'd like to watch that. Everything is copy.
Never heard of this.
Maxim. I don't know. Not interested. George Harrison, Living in the Material World. Grey Gardens. I don't know. Hoop Dreams.
Yes, I've seen this.
That's an old one. I think.
Yeah.
That's an old one. Sure.
The Inventor, Out for Blood in Silicon Valley. There's some cool stuff on here. Mommy, Dead and Dearest. Nana of the North.
No.
Princess.
Venus.
Venus. I would actually like to watch this one.
Yes,
because I just watched King Richard, and that was a great movie.
Yeah,
Brian.
especially now with not with the King Richard, but
if you want,
now with King Richard, I would watch
this. It was
this.
really good. It was really.
I would watch this not because of King Richard, because of Serena Williams' retirement.
Yeah, but that too. But the combination of me recently watching it, I'd like to see more.
Will Smith Oscar.
Yeah, I'd like to watch this one. Oh, it's from 2012. It's an older one. Oh, The War Room.
Mm-hmm.
The Wolf
Pack. The NWO Wolf Pack.
Won't You Be My Neighbor? There's some interesting ones on there.
Netflix has good documentaries too.
All right, let's get back to the Cape shit, and everyone is. Batgirl. Michael Keaton.
Michael.
What?
Michael Keaton comments on the Batgirl.
Nah.
He's pissed.
He better be.
He's so angry. No, he's not. When asked about it, Keaton says, "I think it was a business decision. I'm going to assume it was a good one. I really don't know. And him, when he was asked when he thinks he'll don the cape again, and Cal, he says, Keaton joked, a little later tonight, probably, if you're lucky enough. We'll see. It was great. It was fun. I really have no idea. He doesn't seem phased. At least he's not letting it out. At least I think he's a consummate professional. He's not going to tell you in an interview if he was.
Well, we see him next in the Flash movie.
But I honestly don't think he. My interpretation. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he'd want to do another one. We'll see. We'll see. But you always keep the door open if you're. Usually a lot of some of these younger stars, they don't do that. So like you're not going to
get George Clooney.
And I'm not against Finn. What's his name? But you're not going to Disney Plus me. I would never do that in my industry. I never close doors. I'm like, we'll see. Even if I'm disappointed, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, listen,
I like to keep doors open. I don't like to close them off.
But he's the Flash.
Yeah, I doubt that he would come back again. He's in
the Flash. I think he's in the Flash. And Walter's right. He probably got paid the most on the Batgirl movie.
Mm-hmm. Earlier this week, another cast member of the Justin film, Brendan Fraser, was asked about it as he makes the circuit on the whale. Fraser says, it's disappointing. The fans really wanted to see this film. Leslie Grace is a dynamo. The movie was shot and conceived for a smaller screen. In this age that we've come out now between streaming services versus theatrical release, it wound up being the canary in the coal mine. So Brendan Fraser's not too happy about it. Though.
No, I kind of wish they would have just sold Batgirl to another streamer at least and let them finish.
Well, if I got into this, for the artistic vision, that I want there to be a stronger focus on hiring artists to produce content and not just chop it up, shelve everything. And that's not what I'm in the entertainment industry for. I want an experience, but I also want the people working in the industry to have their products seen the light of day. I don't want a bunch of projects shelved. That's bullshit. I eventually in my lifetime, I want to see the Batgirl. I want to see all these other projects.
Probably good.
Consistency.
Batgirl probably will leak.
It's not like I'm against studios. You hire them from the job, let them do their job. We need to get a chance to see. And the inconsistency of saying it's not show friends, it's show business. When you're a massive Snyder Cut fan, I'm like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit because you weren't saying that when it was Snyder. It was the Snyder. And I'm like, where's your consistency?
There is none. It's double standards. They didn't want it from the beginning, dude. They
everyone says that everyone was saying that the Snyder Cut must be mid. We don't know. And they did the same bullshit that they did to Snyder when saying, "Oh, the screenings were horrendous. There wasn't salvageable." Where did they say that before? The same exact playbook that they did to the Snyder Cut. That's exactly what they did to Zack. And then you have the damaged director's reputation. It wasn't that good of a project, and you'll never know. You don't know that it was bad. You're just hearing all the spin and the buzz and the articles being written. It wasn't salvageable. It wasn't good. You just don't know. You don't know. It's the playbook of when you cancel a project. All right. Let me get to, since we're talking about DC, I disagree there. I think it was extremely.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was very good.
It's a good, great, amazing Justice League movie.
But that's not the movie we would have got if he was allowed to finish his actual project, his film.
We probably got like a 2 hours something, 2 hours and something like that.
So, Suicide Squad 3, James Gunn shares brief update on potential sequel. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's happening. He has a lot of quotes here. I pre-read this one.
I think it's done with Marvel, though. After the Guardians 3, I think it's done with Marvel.
He says he's had, in a recent interview, Gunn said that he has had such a fun time working in television. So that's what he wants to do next for the next year of his life. And honestly, television and streaming is like it's like next level. It gives you more creative freedom. Just look at Star Wars. When Star Wars doesn't have to worry about trilogies and prequels and just tells the story they want to tell. Yeah, they do prequel series, but they just tell the story they want to tell without having to also worry about commercials too. You know, I know it gets frustrating paying all of these subscription services, but when you don't have to deal with all of these formats that box you in with, if you have to tell your story in a trilogy, it has to be this. It has to be all this stuff shoved in. You don't have those constraints. And then you don't have also the constraints where you have to have so much time to shove in commercials there either. It's just the story and then the credits go. You know? I mean, there's still some limitations on budget, but it's very I feel like even this season even helped James Gunn. That's what made Peacemaker so enjoyable. He could just do what he wanted, you know?
Yeah.
Even the Suicide Squad had some expectations of the movie, and it had to fit in the movie format. I enjoy the movie format. I sometimes really like to just watch a movie, but sometimes it can put some limits on creativity and some constraints, and sometimes you don't get the characters don't get to breathe as much. You don't get to attach to some of the characters, and that's kind of like the issue I had with the movie. Like, I think even some of the comedy with the Suicide Squad, even though I like it a lot more now, it would have landed better if I got a little more attached to some of these characters, you know, or some of the scenes would have been more intense if you got attached to some of these characters. And then I don't know.
And give you more freedom to do whatever you want with 8 episodes or 9
but
episodes.
But he is all on board with the. He said, such a fun time working in television.
Well, he's doing Peacemaker, right?
And that'd be more profitable for them too. You don't know.
He's doing Peacemaker. He's doing the Amanda Waller TV show that he's executive producer.
I don't know why they're doing Amanda Waller TV show.
I have no clue.
Well, she is the blueprint. She is in everything.
I know, but she doesn't need her own TV show. Like,
I don't know. She's in Black Adam too.
She's the thread and the glue that holds the DCEU together, guys.
She's the Superman. She's the Superman of the DCEU.
Restore
right
the
now.
Wallerverse.
The Wallerverse.
Actually, the Wallerverse never went anywhere.
Nope.
That's true. That's actually
Wallerverse
true.
is still there. Yeah, she's holding. She's
been in many films. She's been in many films as Henry Cavill has been.
She's pretty consistent. You know, no one says replace Waller. She's the perfect Waller. So let's read this here. Yeah, we've talked about it, but the honest truth, I just have so many hours in a workday on stuff, and I have such a fun time working on television that I really think that's what I'm going to spend the next year of my life doing.
It sounds like Peacemaker, right?
Yeah, the director said when thinking about his next movie will be, he thinks it could be something completely different than the world of DC. So he's also saying that maybe he does the Guardians 3 and does something completely different. He's going to do another side project, probably like Brightburn. Not like Brightburn, but like a side thing. He wants to focus on his own material too. He has a desire not just for superhero projects, but to get his other projects made.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like Suicide Squad 3 is happening anytime soon. I'm thinking about what the next movie will be, and the next movie is going to be, if first of all, it could be something completely different in the world of DC. And I'm excited about Mike DeLuca coming into Warner Brothers, frankly, because I've known him for a long time. And I love Toby Emmerich.
Who's Toby?
But I've also known DeLuca.
Okay.
He's been a friend of mine for many, many years. So he's got good
Oh,
connections.
the Snyder people don't like to hear that because they thought DeLuca was a savior.
I don't care.
Well, I mean, good for him.
Well, he says he's friends with DeLuca as well.
And yeah, the hardcore Snyder fans don't like Gunn.
Have you heard the term grasping at straws?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know everyone was asking about Avatar, so I brought up this article.
Oh, sweet, dude! I'm so excited. You might get a response out of me out of this one. What you got?
Are you excited about Avatar?
No.
Oh, I couldn't remember.
Are you gonna pay for buyer's ticket to go see it?
James Cameron reflects on why Avatar has endured with audiences around the globe.
It's not because of the story, I can tell you that.
Visual effects were on point. Oh.
Cameron himself is not surprised. In a recent press conference attended at Slash Film's own Bill Bria, the director speculated as to why his film has made a lasting impact. Among many things, he credits how unconcerned the movie was with the contemporary world of the late 2000s. It took us out of our day-to-day problems, took us to a place where, yes, there's conflict, there's all sorts of important things going on, but it's all through a lens of fantasy or science fiction. I actually think that there's a lot of parallels to where we're going if we ever do get to space and humans aren't concerned with their own planet.
Oh, we're going to invade other planets. That's what we're going to do. It's not. They're not going to invade us.
Listen,
We're going to invade them.
we can't keep our shit together here.
Exactly.
If we go out into the universe, we're going to bring all our freaking baggage.
We're gonna break like everything.
This is an interesting topic. I actually would like to see the world of Star Trek and working with alien races if they're out there and all that. But we can't keep our shit together here. Do we deserve?
Right. You can see why.
Do we deserve a Star Trek future, Brian? Where we're working with alien races based on how we can't even get together, with humans on this planet.
You can see why in Star Trek some races don't like humans. This is why.
We need to side with the Navi.
Don't worry, Avatar, the re-release is going to 3 billion in theaters.
They'll choose a race. They'll side with people like Klingons over us in the future.
Anybody bought tickets to see the re-released Avatar?
Matt Jarbo did.
Good. I gotta buy tickets though.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Brian. We interrupted Brian. Do you think we humans deserve to be in the galaxy with other aliens races, or are we too damaged?
Not right now.
No. Not right now.
I'm sorry. I believe there's possible.
Do you guys ever watch Star Trek, or are you guys just gonna Then okay, what happened in First Contact?
I don't remember.
Okay, then okay. So humanity had to go through World War III to get there.
Wow, Star Trek predicts the future. Yes. Wow. This is why Star Trek's so relevant.
Science fiction does predict the future.
We do need to go. We have to go through some shit before we realize, oh my God, it's coming.
We have to get tired of fighting ourselves.
No, Brian, remember this past Star Trek show with Anson Mount. Remember they talked about
showed
World
that
War?
too.
Yeah.
That's basically how you get to First Contact, though.
It's
so relevant.
I personally believe there's UFOs out there, but I'm sorry, this idea they're going to invade us, I don't find that true because they would have done that so many times, long time ago.
We might give aliens a disease. Look at COVID. We might really
no, but water might kill them,
or they might give us a disease. That we can't handle because we're so as a species we become more sedentary.
Maybe Krypton's real.
We are virus in shoes. The lasting impact of Avatar.
Movies that followed.
When we're kids, we just innately love nature. Society at large, anywhere in the world, is suffering from a nature deficit disorder of some kind to some degree. I agree with that. And I think the movie puts us in that childlike wonder about nature, about nature's grandeur, and the complexity of beauty. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, but also
isn't that great, Anthony?
It also shows the humans are the bad guys.
We do have you know what? This is why we're so angry too. Potentially, why some of us could be so angry. The touch grass is literal. When I had my refreshing when I had my refreshing weekend at the lake, I was looking up at the sky, breathing the air, walking the dog. We have a nature deficit somewhat,
because we're destroying it.
Well, it's people use it for political reasons too, to go overboard, but we do have to be conscious of what we're doing to the earth.
Here's the thing. As a population grows, more people are gonna need homes, so we tear down the forests. Forest animals are among the public with brown people now, because as our population grows, that's where we're getting more diseases out there because of these animals. Because of the population growth, people. We got to do a better job of managing the nature, like ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
honestly, I don't want to get into controversial topics here, but when they took away, I don't want babies to die. Okay. And I don't want to inject my personal beliefs on women either, though. But the way the population of the Earth is, it's growing exponentially, and then, yes, the more it keeps. We're going to get to a point where it may be a potential issue with how many people there are on this Earth, and it's not necessarily a time.
I'll call my friend Thanos. Thanos come up. Thanos.
No. I don't want people to. I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying, tensions get higher. The population.
Thanos does have a point.
I mean, where I'm at, it's not a huge issue, but there's certain parts of the world that the population's huge.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's switch topics because I don't want to get into that. All right, Ezra Miller reveals the Flash movie. This is about the Flash. It's not about controversy.
Poison Ivy volunteer. Poison Ivy is.
Is it the prequel comic?
Oh, awesome, Degrassi.
Oh,
New
nice.
transfer of True Lies movie is now on Hulu. It's been a long time since I watched it. I'd like to rewatch that. And the True Lies series. Advance
That's
looks
another
good.
one?
How did you get the Advance?
Of course. I mean, he works for Hollywood.
Oh wow, Degrassi, that's pretty dark.
I think he's joking.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that could be the Mother Nature dealing what it can to. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Or it could have been manufactured in a Chinese lab. Oh no. All right. Ezra Miller. Less controversial as Ezra Miller. The Flash movie reveals new villain and prequel tie-in photos. This is from the comic. I don't know who this character is.
I don't know who that is either.
Is Bleeding cool?
Girder.
No.
It's not his name. Bleeding Cool. That's the source.
No, Bleeding Cool revealed 4 pages from an upcoming The Flash prequel comic that shows off one of the movie's upcoming villains named Girder.
Girder. Tony Girder.
It's not in the movie, is it?
No, it's in the comics only. He got Yellow Lightning. Look, he doesn't have the blue no more.
Who the heck is this villain?
His suit get destroyed.
This doesn't even look like the Ezra Flash.
Well,
I guess it's the costume.
The costume, yeah. So.
It
looks
looks
cool.
Okay.
This is our show.
We're winding down. We're getting to the
They
last few.
also reference in the prequel comic, Steppenwolf, how Barry went back in time and saved everybody. So
They did cancel the Flash prequel comic?
Yeah.
No,
What?
it's coming out. It's coming out.
Yeah.
It's not canceled.
I hope not.
No.
Well, the King of Golden State said it is. Well, unfortunately, The Mandalorian C3 gets disappointing release update. I think the VFX debate is starting to affect these Disney Plus release dates.
They did say 2023. That's all.
Yeah,
They did say a date. Yeah. So far there's because usually they release a Star Wars Disney Plus show around December, right? Around the holidays. There's nothing this year.
Mm-hmm. During Lucasfilm presentation D23 Expo, the official teaser from NRC was released. The trailer was revealed. The next season will begin streaming 2023.
Yeah.
It was originally slated for February.
Yeah.
So usually they would say early 2023.
Maybe they
or
put it
late
in
2020 or December or January.
Well, it's December, January, around that. Like.
Lucasfilm has delayed more projects than they've dropped on time, and there's likely a significant amount of visual effects work left for the project. It's possible to come, and that there was the delay of Bad Batch.
Probably
Oh
because
well,
of animation.
we
Animation
should be
takes a long
used.
time.
We should be used to delays by now. It's not like we don't have enough content.
Oh,
I
there's
think
so much.
Yeah, we have a lot of contact.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I'm gonna
content
be fine
overload,
with-
if you ask me.
Yeah, a little bit.
First look at Jude Law
Oh, the
in new
skeleton.
Disney Star Wars Plus show.
John Watt show?
I don't know.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's a
Uh,
skeleton. It's a skeleton one. What's it called? Skeleton.
Oh, the Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton
This is
Crew,
the
yeah.
one I'm not really looking forward to. Maybe I'll change my mind.
Is this the one with a bunch of kids?
I'm not against it. I'm glad it exists. Sometime in 2023. It's just like I don't know. Anyone else have thoughts on the Skeleton Crew? It's like more of a maybe it'll have an 80s kids show vibe or movie vibe or something. I don't know. John Watts, he kind of sort of
Cool,
has
man.
that's he didn't direct Spider-Man movies. It kind of has like that. Who's that 80s director?
John Hughes?
John Hughes type vibe somewhat too. I don't know. I'm not against it. I'm glad
I gotta see a
exists.
trailer first. I gotta see a trailer.
Sure.
Skeleton Crew, a bunch of kids with Jude Law.
Star Wars show, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. No matter.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I
It's
watch
set up around a group of kids during the New Republic era.
Cool.
What are you gonna do?
Their crew, Skeleton Crew. That means there's not much. Skeleton Crew's pretty much the bare minimum, right?
But they're kids. Yeah.
The grassroots
Who cares?
show,
It's not the
it's
first time this has been done in Star Wars. If you ever watched the Rebels or anything like that, no, dude, it's fine. Put Star Wars in, I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Lady Vampires.
Oh yes, Lady Vampires. Is this?
I'm trying to make these.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the comment that was made. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Oh, the Goodney comment?
Really?
Are you gonna watch this show?
Overrated movie in human history.
Oh, Goonies?
Hell
dude.
no, it's not.
What?
How can you say about Samwise Gamgee?
Sean Connery.
I like it, but I do think people go.
Yeah, let's all have a wank fest over nostalgia. Okay. No, I'm good. Okay. I don't go out of my way to watch that movie. And if it comes on a TV channel,
the thing I'm most excited about is Willow. I really like that Willow trailer.
Well, that's a universe that really hasn't been delved in, and if we're gonna start stoking the fires of high fantasy again, I think Willow would be a good place to start. So
and I'm excited for Warwick Davis. He's a great person for fandom.
There's not a thing that Lucasfilm's putting out that I'm not going to watch. I'm sorry. I mean, I might even still begrudgingly watch the next Indiana Jones movie. I might not like it.
Oh, hell you are. I'm going to pay for your ticket.
But
I'm going to pay for your ticket for Indy 5.
Donate it to charity, my friend.
I'm going to watch Indy 5.
No, it's fine.
Vampire Academy about their steamy new horror series.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do an interview with a vampire.
Yo, she looks good.
I'm just not into that brand of nostalgia, man.
What's that, Anthony?
This is so new to me. You've never seen a world like this before. We did this?
Yes. No way.
I love vampires.
No way. We should hate. I was like,
No
oh my
way.
god.
It's gonna be like Twilight.
Oh my god, hell no.
Dangerous.
Having those Twilight flashback.
It's not cringe at all.
Dying to be on the throne. The only thing separating this dominion from that fate.
Oh, this is definitely Twilight. Oh, Jesus.
So this show is the third iteration. First there were the
Oh,
books,
she got
and there
nervous?
was the movie. Now there's the series. For both of you getting involved in this, and
Peacock.
Cece, we'll start with you. How did you prepare for this?
I'm
Did
gonna
you
lie,
read
she
all the
looks
books
good.
first? Did you watch the
Wait, what are
movie?
you saying, Anthony? What are you saying? Who? The one on the right?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
The one on the right looks okay.
What's her name?
I-
The above looks good. Yeah, the above
All, or
looks
did
good.
you come in fresh just based on the script?
So
Anthony's losing his mind.
Before and during filming, I watched the film an embarrassing amount of times, which I will not explain. But before
Also
that,
got an accent,
I read the books when I was like a teenager. My sister was really into them, and I stole hers, and I read them all, and I absolutely loved it. So when
Behave,
I
everyone.
Got the audition
Voltaire.
for this character. I was like, no way, no way.
The ladies
So I
might,
reread, like the first few books, and I watched. The
All right,
movie
Degrassi.
several times, maybe more.
Behave, men.
And
Shameful.
yeah, it was just like super exciting.
I was trying to listen. You guys ruined it. I was trying to listen to the interview words. Screw all of you guys.
I didn't say anything.
Chat. Yeah. They couldn't pay attention to her words. They were so distracted. Oh my goodness.
They're looking at her, you know.
What?
Well,
I have no
that was-
idea. I don't
come on,
I don't
that
know
was on
things
purpose.
like that, Anthony.
She did it on
How dare
purpose.
you? Behave, men.
All I
Men
say she
behaving
looked
badly.
beautiful,
Wasn't
and
that a show?
everybody.
Fine, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm just sitting here.
I don't. Neither do I, Brian. I don't know.
I didn't
Wondering
care.
where I went wrong in life.
I mean, I noticed, but I was trying to listen too.
That's not a. That's an unsolicited. Never mind. Never mind. Next topic. You play these stupid games. You win stupid prizes. We're going.
This is
We
why we have two
don't
women
get
in
to
this-
watch the article. I couldn't even focus on the words because of you.
Come on, let's watch it.
We definitely need more
No.
female viewers.
Well,
And it
that's,
doesn't
this
help.
Is, no, this is not going to help. Why Thanos creator is so convinced to return to the MCU?
He's 100% returning.
You think?
No.
Yeah, I think maybe a variant of himself from a different universe.
Jim Starlin hopes for a Thanos comeback.
I mean, he can come
Comics
back with his
industry,
girlfriend.
Jim Starlin, known for his work with both Marvel and DC, spoke to Inverse about Marvel Studios' use of Thanos in their movies. Starlin created Thanos in the 70s and offered the following on his character's
arc is
lasting
done,
appeal, sharing his confidence that fans will see him again on screen. Well, I think he probably hits a nerve.
Isn't
He
Thanos?
raises-
I
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
trying to read it now, Aaron. I'm trying to figure out what he's saying. Well, I think he probably hits a nerve. He raises questions that a number of us thought about. He's also just a badass character. I don't think anyone thinks we've seen the last of him. Disney made a shitload of money off him, and there's probably a shitload of money still to be made. So my fingers are crossed.
No,
Right.
you make it sure him.
He got a lot of money from it, so
Well, yeah, he probably, after talking with Ethan gets money when they
He's gonna
use
go check.
his storylines and characters. So
And plus, he's gonna
probably
be in the
won't.
Disney Avengers ride thing, so he's gonna get another paycheck.
The
So
writer
he's set for life.
and the artist also discussed how the MCU's multiverse could pave the way for the possibility. Everyone says it's the multiverse. I've heard many
was in the
I've heard
multiverse.
Marvel may want to use some other characters I've done.
I think he's a
I
Nexus
think they're
being.
running. I think they're running out. Now that they've got this multiverse, there's a possibility of bringing back Thanos.
But he
And
was.
with
He
Thanos,
was. Well,
that opens up possibilities for other characters. There are a few that haven't been used, like the Blood Brothers.
I think Thanos is a Nexus being because he was in Doctor Strange too. But he defeated him before he could do every with a snap. Remember?
Well, just to give everyone a heads up, I think 13 minutes. We're going to end it exactly 2
Okay.
hours. Exactly 2 hours.
But I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he might be a Nexus being.
And doesn't Sterling get a check? I mean, King Thanos is gonna be in an Avengers ride, so he's gonna get another paycheck.
King
regardless.
Thanos, upcoming ride at Epcot.
Yeah, he's getting a paycheck there, so he's getting another paycheck. So he'd be set for life. He's good. I mean, I do
Comic
think
book
Thanos
players,
will come back.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
I don't know if we're going to be able to keep Brian towards the end of the show because the last 2 articles just happened to be both Geekosity. Oh shit. All right. Captain America. I didn't mean that wasn't intentional. Captain
Oh, this got a lot of
America-
controversy too. This casting. I know what
Oh,
you're
really?
talking about.
Okay,
I hate
well,
this,
let me read a little
fucking
bit and then we'll discuss it, Aaron, because I don't know about the controversy.
I'll tell you why.
New World Order introduces another
can't talk
unit
about
in the MCU. It's not about the New World Order tagline, is it? Is about
No, it's about the actress.
It's about the actress. Okay. Introduces another mutant MCU in Miss Marvel season finale. Kamala Khan, Amon Vellani, discovered she was a mutant. The revelation broke I don't think it broke the internet. After all, Marvel
It
Studios
was trailer number
identified
one.
someone
That's
as a
right.
mutant for the first time. Now it looks like another one is coming
That's
fast.
confirmed.
Captain America: New World Order added Israeli
There's
actress.
why it's controversial.
Israeli actress. Okay.
And remember,
Sure.
the controversial about the New World Order has to do with
Oh, okay.
Remember, we kind of talked about this a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Shira Haas to the cast. Specifically, Haas played the Israeli superhero Sabra. Well, everyone waited in futility for Henry Cavill at D23 Expo, including Grace Randolph. She's she's crying in her teeth. The snoo fell through the cracks.
Oh, don't
Moreover, no one
She's
expected
more
it.
credible than this fake Oxley.
I don't think so.
I think
I
it
don't think
should.
so. What's going wrong, Brian?
I don't care. Go ahead, keep going.
I don't care. Yes. Moreover, no one expect perhaps it's because Sabra isn't a well-known character. Indeed, Marvel Studios dug deep in the long box to find this one. I don't know who this character is.
She is a mutant. That's true.
Sabra and the Incredible Hulk 250. Sabra is a mutant. Well, there's no guarantee Marvel Studios will keep her origin. They're on a path that leads to the X-Men. In other words, it's likely she's a mutant in MCU.
I don't think she's a mutant, so I don't think she's a mutant.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think she's not. It's a possibility, but I don't think she will.
They make really good hummus.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
All right.
The red pepper, pita chips.
I don't know.
I do like. Yeah, I love hummus.
Yeah.
You ever eat carrots and hummus too? Is good.
Yes.
I don't like carrots, but yeah.
Falafel.
I also like blue tortilla chips, blue corn tortilla
Hummus
chips.
goes good with almost anything. Like with.
I don't know about anything. I don't like.
I know, but like, there's a lot of things it goes good with.
Or ice cream.
No, it doesn't go with ice cream.
No, it doesn't. I think there's a limit on hummus. You're Aaron. You just went full. What was that Adam Sandler movie where he put hummus on everything?
Oh,
how'd that movie happen?
Zohan.
Yes. Is that movie deserve? Would that be canceled if he tried to release?
Yes, now it would be.
Hummus. Oh, I shouldn't even.
Well, a lot of stuff will be canceled.
Oh,
that movie was hilarious though. You don't mess with the Zohan. Oh man.
Oh, and John Turturro is the
Oh God, John Turturro is the bad guy. Oh man.
Trader Joe's is the best.
He opened up his Muck and Duckin' restaurant.
Yeah.
I know Matt Jarbo asked Black Adam almost debuted in Snyderverse sequel.
Oh my. Where? I have never heard Zack Snyder. Where?
I don't know. I don't even want to read this one.
Can you click the picture? Want to say leak? Go up.
Where?
Click the leak.
Why does it have Dr. Bahad in there? Go down.
Where's leak?
It's just another
Did I say Dr. Bahad?
Oh my gosh.
This is what they all do.
That's geekosity, though.
It's just another article that says Zack Snyder's Man of Steel influenced The Rock's Black Adam.
Oh, he's talking about the fight scene at the beginning.
Yeah.
When he's fighting the soldier. That looked like a Man of Steel thing. Yeah, that does look like Zack.
You know they both fly, right?
No, talking about the scenes when he's fighting the soldiers with the guns and stuff like that. It looks like it.
So what? He's still.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, the movie takes a lot of steals, a lot of stuff.
Anthony, right? You know, Snyder fans, they always compare. They always do that. Oh, they stole it from the Snyder. They stole it from Snyder. That's the reason.
Oh no, everybody. I mean, like the movie stole a lot of scenes from every movie. You got X-Men.
Yeah, I know.
Iron Man,
but you know, Snyder fans make a big deal about it.
All right. Well, here I'll read the. It's not a long article, so I'll read it. The Rock's Black Adam nearly debuted in a Snyderverse film. However, Warner Brothers canceled it. In 2018, Warner Brothers planned for Black Adam to debut in Suicide Squad 2. In fact, the studio developed Black Adam as the movie's villain. When it was going to be aired?
Oh, it was David.
Frequent Ben Affleck collaborator Gavin O'Connor signed to direct. The sequel followed up David Ayer's original, thus it was set in the Snyderverse. The co-producer was Mike DeLuca. DeLuca runs DC Films until President Water exits in October. Instead of Suicide Squad 2, DC Films released James Gunn 2021 box office bomb, The Suicide Squad.
Well, there's a prejudice.
Nevertheless, Black Adam is headed to... Well, yeah, she is in the trailer. I mean, there could be something in the future.
I don't know.
But it has nothing to do with Suicide Squad.
But we just
Argus.
Argus. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like they're around. They're around. They know everything. They kind of know. They know, you know.
I mean, to be fair, I don't even know what year does Black Adam take place. That movie has.
Well, Black Adam doesn't fit the more comedic tone of Gunn's The Suicide Squad. I
Because
don't
it's
know.
not.
Do you think it would fit the toe with Peacemaker?
No.
No.
You don't think Black Adam and Peacemaker could they could work?
I mean, if
No.
but he's if he's in Shazam has a more of a comedic side film, and he's a Shazam villain, so it could work with Peacemaker. Really, if you think about
Degrassi
it.
says literally none of that is even remotely true. 100% bullshit.
I know Degrassi.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
I believe Cavill's in this movie. I believe it. I mean, I could be
know?
wrong, but I'm like 90%.
we got
I'm
to interrupt.
shocked if there's no Superman in this movie.
I mean, you mean Hella Superman?
I don't think they would do that again. I mean, they could, but that would be such bad press to do it
I'm
again.
gonna bring hummus to Superman.
Oh my gosh.
I see Peacemaker interacting with Black Adam. I mean, look at the end of Peacemaker. They had the big cameo with Jason Momoa and Ezra.
What's Peacemaker to do against Black Adam?
Yeah,
really?
but Black Adam take place before James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So it would have. Yeah, it's Amanda
Because she's
Waller
not
we
done
see.
yet. Because Amanda Waller hasn't been exposed yet.
Yeah, she hasn't been exposed yet. She's still working with the government doing the Black Adam events. So, yeah.
Tony, we're about to end the show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I figured I'd hop on. I seen we got a hot dog cart going on in here. I figured I'd hop on and get in some.
Oh, really?
How are you doing, Tony?
I like
good.
mine with ketchup.
So what's going on? What did I miss? What's going on with this Blade thing?
Nothing.
Blade was originally rumored to be in Werewolf by Night, and scheduling conflicts is what appears to be where Mahershala couldn't do it. And what's your thoughts on the Werewolf? Did you see the Werewolf by Night trailer while you're here?
Yeah, I saw it. It looked good.
Look good? Okay. I'm really looking forward to it. Blinded Braille too. Hey, Blinded.
Oh man.
The whole Geek Getaway crew is here. Well, not the whole crew, but anything that I missed. You actually, I was going to check out your stream later about PlayStation versus PlayStation. What do they call it? Showcase versus
State of Play
versus Direct. Who do you think did a better job, Tony?
Oh, Sony did a way better job.
Sony, yeah. I didn't see the Sony one. I don't know it. I mean, you can spoil it here. I'll probably watch it, but tell us, is there any cool what was the cool announcements?
They led the Sony show off with the new Tekken 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like Tekken. That's one of my favorite fighting game series.
And then they closed it off with some God of War stuff.
Did I see the super? Was there another?
Yes, we
super
read
chat?
it. Yes, I checked.
Dang, Aaron sound angry.
Well, I'll read it again. Read.
Yeah,
I'll read it again.
I wasn't angry. I made sure.
Yeah, I think the TVA is hiding the most. Well, let's get Tony's opinion on the super chat. I think the TVA is hiding most of Supernatural in the pocket dimension because of Man-Thing, because he's interdimensional, talking about Werewolf by Night. Some people think the TVA, I think even Anthony thought there was a TVA member in the background of one of the scenes. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know if there's any TVA in the background, and Man-Thing is not interdimensional unless this is a new thing.
I don't know.
He is the protector of the nexus of all realities. So there's that. And also anything that has fear burns at the Man-Thing's touch. So
okay.
I
sorry, Reed. All right, no problem.
I just want to ask, so you think Werewolf by Midnight takes place in the Bloodstone Mansion?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't like that Elsa Bloodstone doesn't have red hair.
Well, yeah, but you can't. She might. It's just black and white. That's the problem. But the actress is not a redhead. I know that.
Yeah, but you can tell even in black and white footage, you can tell the way that the grays and stuff, the shades of colors.
I mean, yeah. I mean, her last name is Bloodstone. It makes kind of sense to have red hair.
Well, she has red hair in the comics, so that's
that too.
Red hair. And then,
I don't like to be so, like gatekeeping of the character's origins, but it's something they could have easily done. I agree there. They already have the actress. They could have made her hair red.
No, I don't think the actress wanted that.
well, then you hire a different actress. You go, this is what the character needs to do. You have
Well,
to dye your hair
they
red.
wanted the actress. They wanted the actress. Maybe she will get her red hair later. Who knows?
Well, back to the state of play. Tekken 8. Anything else, Cole?
There was like an old Japanese, like it looked like Assassin's Creed meets fucking Ghost of Tsushima, and there was a new Yakuza game, but it's like a set in like the samurai time.
Oh, okay.
It's a prequel. Is that because of game, right?
There was like 3 or 4 different like Sony exclusives. Nothing that popped out.
Okay. Well, you had Pinkman 4, and you had the sequel to Breath of the Wild, though. I don't know, Tony.
But Pikmin 4 was just literally a title screen.
All right.
And the Breath of the Wild was, again, just like the name of the game and really nothing else.
Well, the release date, May next year.
No, the potential release date.
Oh, all right. I thought that was confirmed.
Well, it is confirmed until it's not, right? Everything's confirmed until it's not.
Oh, yeah. Well, I put more trust in Nintendo than in television with the release date.
Yeah, but Nintendo already, like at the Nintendo Direct, they were already like, hey, we told you we were going to have this, I think it was like Switch Sports update by fall. They're like, no, we're not having it until winter.
Oh, okay.
So even Nintendo can slip dates.
Yeah. Any signs of life in the television, Amico?
Television Amico? No, nothing.
Oh, no signs of life. I thought they were just a few weeks. I don't know. Have the few weeks passed?
Oh, Max.
Have the few weeks passed?
The official Amico.
I'm still holding out hope. I'm still holding my breath.
The official Amico Reddit, the one that was controlled by the Amico employees, it has since been removed from employee hands and given back to the people.
Oh, wow.
So they freed the Amico Reddit.
Nice.
Oh, Brie Larson.
Tomorrow, Brie Larson will be on Good Morning America.
MME?
No.
It's coming here?
So maybe there's going to be more complaining about, oh, yeah, and Saki's going on about Andy Signore.
You blocked him, Andy?
I think I blocked him.
Oh.
What, did you see what David Jaffe said about Brie Larson?
No.
He was going on a rant about how nerds just don't like Brie Larson because she's not kissing their ring, and not she doesn't need them.
Yeah, I agree with David Jaffe. David Jaffe has some interesting hot takes.
Yeah, I think he's crazy.
You think he's crazy?
Damn.
He created some great games. Twisted Metal, God of War.
Don't mean he's not crazy.
No. Yeah.
He has a lot of weird takes. Some of his takes contradict previous takes that he's had.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. And I think he gets a little too much credit for the whole God of War, Twisted Metal stuff.
Okay.
Not so much.
Also, he believes that the Amico wasn't a scam, so there's that.
Oh, yeah. I did see him with that bad take there. He like, with all the evidence now, to come out now and say, I think Tommy, he was like kind of defended Tommy a little bit. Listen, I still like Tommy in a weird way, but I'm not going to defend him. I knew that ship has sailed. There's no way I'm defending any of the actions that led us to this dumpster fire. But I saw that video. I saw a little bit of the video where he's like, well, things happen when you try to put a project together and, you know, the pandemic. I was like, really? I was like, oh, wow. Jeffy just didn't want to throw him under the bus there. But, you know, there's no defense of this project anymore. That ship has sailed. I can't give breath to any defense of this at this point. No. Well, thanks, Tony, for popping in. Or if you want to pimp your show, Brian, Aaron, Anthony. I know Brian's been doing more content lately. Aaron's got 2 channels going. Tony,
channels.
What's your sub count up to? You're getting closer.
$768, I think, right now.
That's great, man. By the end of the year, you should get it. I think.
We'll get it by the end of the year. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna have a big party. Hookers,
awesome. I'll be there.
Strippers.
Anthony bounced when you said strippers and hookers. I don't know what that is.
Have a good night.
We'll have both male and female.
Okay.
We're equal opportunity here. So, what has EVS been around? I haven't seen him lately.
He showed up in the chat real quick one of the streams, and then bounced. I honestly, maybe he really likes the show. I don't know. Aaron World Order, yes.
That's actually my wrestling channel.
Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
What about Campea's hot take the other day about not being allowed into Marvel or the Disney thing?
I actually think he was. I don't know. We'll be rehashing what we went over with Matt Jarbo, but I agree with his original take that Disney was not doing well with their communications to their social media influencers. But then he also jumped the shark and wanted to whine about everything D23 being a letdown because I think he was so biased because of his experience. But I don't know. I thought he followed the rules and that the way they sent out the information to the influencers. But then Matt Jarbo came in and he said, well, he should know about the main Hall H that he has to be there early. So that's on him. So I don't know. What's your take, Tony?
Yeah, I think it's on Campea. I think he screwed up. He obviously didn't get up early enough. He didn't get out there where he should have been. Disney did not make him buy the hotel rooms or nothing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, that's all on him. He expected to recoup his losses because he was going to cover D23 and all that. It didn't work out, and that's not Disney's fault. He put his eggs in a basket.
Well, it's not like he still couldn't cover it from the hotel room either.
Right. He could have covered it just like RJ covered it on this channel.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Campea was in the live journal thing. So Campea could have been doing the same thing we were doing.
Yeah. Instead of just like, oh, we're not going to do it now.
Yeah, instead of pouting.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Well, the dogs are getting wound up too, and I think too. Oh, shut up, Callie.
Dogs just love my voice. That's what it is. Callie hears it. She gets excited. She's like,
No,
yeah,
she knows when it's time to end Max's stream. She's like,
bitch,
yeah,
please. Bitch,
I'm ready to go.
Stop it.
It's like the Oscars. Callie's like, come on, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Box.
All right. Well, call it the end of the show. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a good night.